Hello world, Zinger Nation. What day is it? November 4th, you say? Not anymore. Remember, the 5th of November, the gunpowder treason plot. I know of no reason why the gunpowder treason shall ever be forgotten. Your governments have failed you, printing trillions of dollars, allowing your earnings and savings to deflate by driving up inflation. The time is now, Zinger Nation. We must band together and find the opportunities to bring ourselves to financial freedom. All right, now it's time to get down to business. Just a little fun, guys. So yeah, today is another late night episode of Building at Benzinga. My name's John. Welcome, Zinger Nation. We're here trying to have some fun while we do this. It's been a long time since I did the last one. Max and a number of other people here. Max is in the chat. Shout out Max for helping through a lot of this stuff. We're still working through it. There's a lot of different things that we need to do. For those of you who haven't heard, Benzinga was just recently acquired, and we have a nice acquired is in a way of like investing. So we're definitely looking to continue to grow Benzinga and take it to new heights. Zing is definitely going to be some part of that. We're still working through it. So we have a lot of other things outside of Zing, but this episode has been a lot about Zing because it's just a project that I endeavored, and it's fun to talk about, and it's cool to engage with people. But yeah, so if you know anyone who's looking for a job, or you yourself are a builder, definitely reach out to me, John at Benzinga.com. We're looking for help. React devs, Go devs, all that great stuff. All right, so let me look at my agenda of what I had for this show. Let me share my screen, actually. Yeah, a lot of great things to come. So it's been a crazy week. Actually, last week, we've grown substantially in our mobile app. So we launched our mobile app and Zing token actually on the same day. We had some beta app before that, but we launched Zing token on June 18th, and we launched our mobile app that same day. And Zing has been a reward mechanism for getting people to join or enter their email address to join Zinger Nation, get into their onboarding funnel, and download the app. And you get 1,000 Zing for downloading the app. So those are the two first rewards that people receive. For a while, we had rewards for trade ideas and people submitting posts in the app, and also referrals. That's a reward we have as well. Thanks to some of you out there probably got some referrals. We had quite a few referrals from some people that joined over the last week. The kind of network effects exploded, and we had a whole bunch of new users. We now have over 120,000 users on the mobile app, more than doubling in a week. So that was quite exciting to see. We did have a lot of spam result in that, and so that's something we're looking to solve now. Max has been working on it today. We've been spending time figuring some stuff out, and we're going to solve those issues, and we're going to continue to improve our app. We've been spending a lot of time on improving our website. That is where most people find Benzinga right now. We have a pretty large distribution of news content. We have an amazing content team, news team, and a bunch of other products that people will engage with us in. And so we'll find ways to leverage Zing in all of our products. Before I go too far, I just want to be transparent that Zing is not able to be bought, sold, or traded. It is held entirely by address that I hold. And we are using it as an experiment to pilot a reward system. Zing is a loyalty reward utility token that is used to basically, so you can see here I have my wallet. So all this thing is actually held in my wallet, and we use a centralized database to keep track of who has what Zing. And at some point in the future, we will probably leverage some technologies like Cosmos or Polkadot to be able to launch your own chain and be able to take advantage of cheap transactions so people can interact and engage with Zing token in a decentralized way with their own wallet, using something like I said, Polkadot or Cosmos, because that will allow us to have cheap transaction fees. We could also look at potentially working on networks like Polygon. That's something that's interesting, but it would still have some fees associated with that. And so it's just, we're working on that. We will figure that out. That's more of like in a research phase right now. Our top priority is just building amazing products and apps and finding people to help us do that as we continue to grow. We grew from a small organization of, I think 2011 we started, and now in 2021 we have a fairly large team. I think it's about 300 of us now, mostly content people, a decent growing engineering team, and we're looking for more talent. So definitely reach out if you know somebody or yourself are a builder. So I'll let this mobile app boot up and we can kind of show you where we're at. If anyone has any questions, definitely reach out in the chat. I'll see if any had any before. That I missed. What's going on here? My mouse is on the wrong screen. All right, so yeah, with Zing rate, there's no Zing rate, as again, it cannot be bought, sold, or traded. It can only be earned by entering your email or downloading the app, or both. And also referring people. We did have trade ideas being incentivized, but we took that down to due to a large amount of spam. And I will talk briefly about how I plan to address that so we can get some really good content ideas and clear up some spam. And I think there is no really other questions at the time. Who to Benzinga token? I'm not. Oh, what the Benzinga token price again? Yeah, there's no price. All right, so demoing the app real quick. So for those of you who don't download the app, the link's in the description. Go ahead and download there. You can click the link to sign up for Zing as well. This page, we initially have 1 billion supply that you saw in my MetaMask wallet right there. We will eventually mint more. It's a smart contract that allows us to mint more Zing. So when we hit that supply, which I think we're probably getting really close now, so I'll have to run that calculation. But yeah, you sign up here, you get your 1,000 Zing, and you'll go land on a page that tells you how to download the app. Once you download the app, create an account with the same email, and that'll allow you to claim additional 1,000 Zing. See, there's my 1,000 Zing for download the app, and we had an OG ZINGERNATION reward before we launched the Zing token, which I was able to participate in because I was working this project. All right, as well as a number of other people. Actually, had a decent amount of people sign up before we launched Zing token. Then you can view your rewards here. We got a nice homepage. Love to hear everyone's feedback. Nice, easy submit feedback button right down below. Got great news that Benzinga publishes daily. Chris Kachi, one of our great writers here. As you can see here, this is my post just talking about the spam. And so, like that, good, go, I love you. Yeah, like a lot of this stuff we're going to try to clean up. We're also going to try to clean up like affiliate links. It's something that we're just not going to tolerate on our platform. We may be able to like put affiliate links in your own portfolio or your own profile page, something that we have planned building out soon. Watch lists, keep it up on all your stocks and cryptos that you're interested in. And this is our feed where people submit their trade ideas. You can browse stocks, crypto, and yeah, that's pretty much it. There's some, we're really going to clean this up, and I think I have a pretty good plan to help do it. Like I said, Max was working with me to get through some of just like cleaning up spam words. Like a lot of this stuff doesn't seem like spam, but some of it definitely is. Especially a lot of the promotion of different brokerages. So we're going to get this cleaned up soon. I'm going to probably spend a good amount of time this weekend just working through taking off of what Max did and finishing this off so we can get this feed clean. We already actually saw a substantial drop since I dropped it this morning to remove the trade idea incentive. So we're just going to push for really good quality content for our trade ideas so we can all make our way to financial freedom. All right, so we're gonna adjust the trading portal. So let me show you this. So this is where you come to create a post. So you go to the connect page, hit share Zing. You enter in your idea here, comment or question. You select the asset, you create the post. It's pretty simple. We're going to be adding some steps in here. We're going to work exactly through the product details, but it's going to go along the lines of verified content. So when you submit your content, it's going to have to meet certain criteria, and then it's going to go to our team where we review it. We might even reach out and talk to you. We would love to talk to you. We're looking to build a community. There's a lot of people out there. We're going to get a lot of good trade ideas from people that are part of Benzinga. We have a lot of serious traders and people into the markets that are here at Benzinga that publish content. So we'll definitely be feeding in here and making a nice way for people to engage and grow out our community as ZINGERNATION. So moving on, how I think this is one method that I think that we're going to head towards is something that I coined as trading stories. So here's something that I wrote last night that basically why I bought Doge and Sheep. Something I haven't posted yet. I had some people review it because I misspell and I also ramble in ways that's kind of hard to read. So I was just having some people edit this a little bit just to make it a little bit more readable. But basically here I go in a story about, Pokemon cards, how, as a kid, I wasn't really into them that much. And then eventually it just kind of caught my attention and, I just joined in on the entertainment. And now Pokemon cards, a lot of pristine, well-kept Pokemon cards are selling for a lot. And I think in here I kind of mentioned how there are like parallels to that and why I bought Doge. Basically, it went up like crazy. I changed my opinion on it when I learned that Dogecoin is actually merge mined with Litecoin, which I thought was an interesting thing to learn. But basically, it provides some network. There's like actual network security and decentralization as a result on it. And so I made the purchase of Doge just because my technical hate on it changed. And then, I just wanted to be a part of the craziness, the cultural shift to crypto as an asset that we, like to buy, hold, trade, etc. Spend. We definitely spend Doge at a few places, not a whole lot. Maybe more soon, who knows. I hold a little bit still, but as I mentioned here, these type of assets, only buy what you can afford to lose. It's more of a game and entertainment than it is anything that you really want to buy as an investment. So yeah, don't try to think you're going to reach financial freedom by putting all your money in Doge or Sheep. And so I go over the same thing with Sheep. Basically, the story. I forgot that this happened. This was crazy, the timing of it. When I went back and looked, I recalled Dogecoin hit all-time highs. I believe it was May 6th. May 6th. Yeah, May 6th. And then that is the same day that Sheep took off. Sheep took off. They took off a little bit before then, but then it really hit its stride the day that Dogecoin hit its peak. And then it just like 10x'd in 3 days. An absolute madness. I think it was actually more than 10x. It was insane how much it went up in 3 days. And so looking back on that, I thought that was very interesting. And in here, I basically go on to describe why, Sheep, like, I don't want to call Sheep an investment. It's more of like a speculative game that's fun. And so that's why I bought into it. But here I go into basically why. And, with Dogecoin's price, a lot of this stuff it's all network effects. It's the same way we were able to grow Zing and more than double our user base by having people tell their friends and the people they know, oh, hey, Zing, you download this app and you get this Zing. And then that, they download it to check it out. Hopefully, a lot of people leave in spam comments, but we're going to clean it up and we're going to hopefully find ways for people to find good content and learn different things about crypto, different things about the stock markets, and find good opportunities to be educated and invest and make smart investment and trading decisions. So that's what we're looking to do, and we are looking for ZINGERNATION's help in doing that. So definitely reach out to me, john@benzinga.com, if you have types of stories like this, opinions that you think could be good in a story. We're just going to review and give some feedback and make sure people are legitimate, because we want to have good quality content. I don't think we need a ton of people posting. We're not going to stop people from posting, we're going to clean up the spam, because obviously you don't want spam. But if you say, Zing to the moon, like, I'm not going to stop that. If you say a bunch of gibberish words that aren't words, then we definitely don't want that. And we're also going to highlight content that we find is more valuable, either by people tipping Zing, which will be part of it. We'll come up with algorithms to help. We'll have all the content besides the spam visible in the app somewhere, but we're going to find ways to basically feature content like the one I did here, where it should be a little bit more interesting to read and engage with, and maybe change your perspective. And we're looking for other people out there who would like to do the same. And so basically, I go all over the place. It's just the way I operate. But basically, my reasoning with SHIB, and the interesting thing, like Dogecoin, the network effects, right? The Dogecoin hit all-time highs, and then SHIB just blew off. And I think to ridiculous highs in 3 days, and then collapsed, obviously, because people want to take their profits. And I think the interesting thing is, SHIB is an ERC20 token, which gives it a lot more interesting characteristics than Dogecoin. Depending on I'm not sure how familiar the audience is with crypto, but ERC20 tokens obviously have smart contracts, maybe not obviously, but have smart contracts that allow you to do a lot more interesting things with the tokens than Dogecoin. And so, you can argue whether or not I don't think you actually can argue whether or not Doge is worth more than SHIB, because the reasons why they're worth anything is kind of crazy. But I think here with SHIB, there's an interesting play of education that SHIB provides, because what SHIB has done is they built a decentralized exchange which allows you to swap Ethereum for SHIB peer-to-peer on their website, which is something that Uniswap uses and other decentralized exchanges uses. And it's SHIB is a fun thing to get people in that maybe not fully educated on the cryptocurrency space. And I basically go on here to like highlight on my speculation, as pro users, or Coinbase Pro users, which is what I bought SHIB on, are probably a little bit earlier crypto investors. I would think a lot of, or at least a little bit more educated investors, because it takes time to get to figuring out where Coinbase Pro is versus just Coinbase, or buying. I guess it's available on Webull. I think it's also available on eToro. You can go to how to buy SHIB if you want to on Benzinga, search Benzinga how to buy SHIB, or I'll just show it real quick. We have an article on who offers it. Benzinga how to buy SHIB. Don't really recommend buying it, but if you want to participate and have fun, like I said, they have. I'll just go through and show the SHIB swap. I can add some links to in this article as well. But basically, you can get SHIB on eToro, Webull, Crypto.com, Coinbase. Not on Robinhood yet, but who knows? Obviously, there was rumors. That's part of the last reason why SHIB went up. But yeah, I mean, like, to my point of why I bought it, I changed my, one, I wasn't going to buy it on that crazy run up, because that just seemed insane, and I figured I'd just lose all my money. But then going back, the market was down, Bitcoin was going up, Ethereum was going up, the interest was all there. That hit its peak, went down, and honestly, I just kind of forgot about SHIB. It was out of the talk of media, and just something I just wasn't thinking about. And then all of a sudden it came back. It shot up like 30, I don't know, like it shot up 300% a week or something. Don't quote me on those numbers. But then it made me start thinking about it again. And I did do research in the time on SHIB, but I wasn't like really thinking about it, like how it would affect the market. I was just like, going around like learning about what SHIB swap is from how their platform works. And then when it started taking off, I'm like, I figured, something's interesting happening here. And I think there's an opportunity where SHIB could be somewhat of an educational type token to get people in the ecosystem. Mind you, a probably very highly overvalued token. But I mean, either way, if you have $10 to spare or $100 to spare, whatever you want to put in it, I put in $500, which is probably more than I should have. I did make a return, but you know, I do like to gamble. I've gambled some money, but at least this doesn't just go to zero right away. But the last one, it went down 87%. So think of that. If you put 50% of your wealth in and it goes down 87% in 2 days, that's very possible in the world of crypto, especially meme tokens. So don't put in more than you are comfortable losing. But if you want to learn how to operate in DeFi, this is a good start to, like, you know, buy some SHIB. You can buy it on Coinbase, send it over to your MetaMask wallet, and you can start operating the various contracts here. They have Dig, which are basically, I'd have to, I'm going to research these a little bit more so I could make the idea or make the information in the article a little bit better. But basically, you're running smart contracts. Here you're providing liquidity. So, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So you're digging to bury bones to provide liquidity so people can swap them. So we provide liquidity of tokens for users to be able to swap their tokens. So you can either swap your tokens or you can provide liquidity with your existing tokens. So here you trade Ethereum for your token. Here you would liquidity provider rewards. Yeah, so you could add liquidity and you basically add ETH and SHIB, and then you earn rewards for providing that liquidity because of, you get those rewards due to a complicated term that I'm not going to be able to describe to you because I don't know it that well. And then Berry is basically where you're staking it. So basically, it's just a game to participate. They also got NFTs too and farming. So they got all these ways to like interact with smart contracts. So it's a fun way to like learn how smart contracts work. Not such a serious project. It'll be interesting to see if it goes up higher. I have no idea. It could easily go higher, I think, but at the same time, again, don't risk more than what you are willing or comfortable losing in a very short time because this stuff could crash into you. All right, and I wanted to bring this up too because I think what I all highlighted here. So I've been following Tom Nash for a while. I like the guy. He has a lot of great content, and I think he's got some really good points here on the way people are talking about SHIB. Like, it's all like, oh, it's going to this, it's going to that. Like, I have no fucking clue what SHIB's going to. Like, if you look at past history, you can see it's ridiculously gone up high in short periods. It also has crashed a lot in short periods. So who knows? It's extremely volatile. I think the most valuable thing that YouTubers and people that have an audience is to talk about it from an educational angle and participate that way. Because, you know, you could imagine a 10-year-old trying to learn this stuff. Like, give them a dog token, send them to the site, and then they can start playing around with it. Eventually, I mean, I firmly believe that some sort of DeFi is going to be the future of finance. Who knows what the best protocols that will come out will be. That's still obviously yet to be determined. There's a lot out there, and we'll continue to cover those protocols just so people can be educated on them and do their own research. I am not a financial advisor. They'll do their own research. You guys got to do your own research. Share your research on Zinger Nations and the mobile app, and you'll earn some Zing, and people can tip you Zing. And so that's the idea behind the app, so we can find opportunities. I actually found one opportunity. I didn't necessarily find the opportunity, but like it sparked my knowledge. One trade, an early user of the Benzinga app. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting his name, but basically he got me onto Polkadot with the trade idea that he put in the page. I've known what Polkadot was, but I wasn't grasping the concepts of what they were actually trying to solve. And then when I realized what it actually is, or at least conceptually a lot more what it is, I was able to see like how Zing could even potentially participate in it by building networks using their technology stack. I've done a little bit of research into it. I've done a lot more research into Cosmos. Cosmos's Starport SDK is a pretty, I know I can do it. I just got to sit down for a weekend. They say 5 minutes, but that's somebody who's probably gone through it before. But it should be pretty, I know I can do it. I can sit down and launch our own blockchain using the Cosmos SDK. And that's somewhat similar of what Polkadot is trying to offer, but I do think they have a more closed approach where you're actually bidding in spots on the network. I haven't done the analysis to really know why that is. That's some research that I would definitely, or some perspective that I would like to have. So if anyone knows, that would be a great thing to talk about and share in the app, and submit to this, hopefully this new verification, or this new way of submitting into the app that will allow us to see the app through the noise, or see the content through the noise, verify who you are, and then feature it more prominently in our app as a result. All right. And so, yeah, with that, I think, like I said, Tom had some really good points here. I think it's just, influencers need to just stop shilling their bags in ways that they're not actually adding value, because there's a lot of casual users that come by and they just get hyped up, thinking they're going to make a bunch of money, and then the market dumps on them. So I think that people have got to be really careful. I think Andre Jick, Tom did call Andre Jick in here. It was another popular YouTube influencer in the financial space. But I don't know which video he saw of his, but one of the videos that he did I thought was pretty damn good in walking through what SHIB is, and kind of educating users on it, or educating the audience on it. I thought that was a pretty good video. But I think there's probably other videos where it's more shilly-like. So I don't know. Just wanted to add some perspective there. And then, yeah, other than that, let's see, what do I have planned? Let me read through your guys' questions. Yeah, the Elon stuff was kind of crazy, a lot of this. It's it's all network effects. It's the same thing with NFTs in a way. It's just, if you get a larger audience, then it ends up having more value because there's more people to continue to buy it. The way that the market dynamics of these cryptos is extremely hard to wrap your head around, and in a way that can be explained. But to me, it seems like it's more of it seems like a Ponzi scheme. Although a lot of things can look like a Ponzi scheme if you look at it in a certain light. Surreal, you're late. You can rewind back. Thanks for saying the app is nice, Justin. Signed up and poked around. Great form. Thanks, Justin. I claimed 1,000 Zing for Vape says. I claimed 1,000 Zing for download the app. Got additional. You do need to create an account to log in for the additional 1,000. Yeah, you have to create an account, because we want a way to link it, and the app is actually not a wallet yet. That's something that we'll probably do in the future. No set time frame on that. We're going to focus on building out good content, a good user experience, bringing in more tools, making it as valuable as possible. Zing, I think I'll explain in a minute how I think people should look at it. What is the price of Zing? Again, not tradable, so there is no price to Zing. Thanks, Alana. Vaping, thank you. Sheeb, rocket ship. We'll see. My name is Hassan. Nice. Thanks for hopping on, Hassan. Hashan. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Sorry. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Sorry. How do I earn passive income with SHIB? Well, I think you can provide, and I showed in that here, you can provide liquidity with DIG, but let me see if I can think of the concept. There's a concept of, it's not impermanent loss, it might be impermanent loss. Yeah, impermanent loss. So impermanent loss happens when you provide liquidity to a liquidity pool, and the price of your deposited assets compared to what you earn increases. So if the prices are stable and you're providing liquidity, you'll earn more money than, if the assets are stable, you're not earning more money. But if they're stable and you're providing liquidity for people to trade, you earn a percentage off of providing that liquidity, so you can make money. The risk you make is you could potentially make less money if one of the assets goes up a lot, and you'll miss out on those gains because you were providing liquidity rather than having the actual asset. So that's the risk that you run when you provide liquidity on any decentralized exchange. and kind of how the market dynamics of it actually work. Like there's not everyone can just win all the time. Let's see. So yeah, that's how you could earn some passive income, but be careful. I would, again, only try to earn passive income with SHIB with an amount that you are comfortable losing. There's a lot better solutions to earn passive income that are more stable. And then again, you run that risk of impermanent loss. If SHIB 10x's, you won't make nearly as much money with that SHIB as liquidity. I'm not sure what you're asking, Donald. Will AB Crypto Exchange launch Friday? I'm not sure what that is. I haven't tried this Starport SDK yet, Max. I'll show you guys it real quick. It actually does look pretty simple. I'm a full stack developer, so I'm not a Go developer, which is a person that we need. We need some Go developers. We have a number of Go developers here, but we're looking for some talented builders that know Go. Let's see here. Starport. There's the tutorial guide. What is Starport.com? So yeah, it's basically a tool to launch your own node to set up a blockchain, and they have a lot of like functionalities built into it. They have the functionality with the ICB protocol, which stands for Intercommunication Blockchain Protocol, which allows you to move assets between different networks. So if we were to launch our own network launch our own network with Starport, we would use the my computer's gonna die. We would use the ICB protocol. Let me find my charger quick. We'd use the ICB protocol to basically move the tokens from the Ethereum network over to the Cosmos network and into our blockchain. So that's what that protocol is for. And so that's how we would potentially use Zing on a blockchain that we built. And there's very similar things. There's like various bridges. I think IBC is like a more general protocol. I'm not the best person to educate you guys on this. I read a lot on it, but I don't read it enough to explain it in all of its detail in a way that's easy to understand. So hopefully I'm not wasting your guys' time. All right, cool. So that's pretty much it. Let's see. Is there a desktop version of the app? Yes. You can go to, that's something that we've been working a lot on building out here. So benzinga.com is our homepage. You can see here, a lot of different content. You can browse our news, see your watch list. You can go see the trade ideas by going to tools, trade idea feed, and that'll take you over to the trade idea feed. And so you can submit your trade ideas here, see your Zing rewards, get your referral code, and yeah, read people's trade ideas. And we'll be building out a lot more. We'll be adding some profiles. We got a nice new trading school you guys should check out. Come here if you want to learn to trade. We have some instructors in here that help educate on the markets, how to trade, and there's a chat in here so you can engage directly with other members of our trading school as well as the teachers of the school. And so there's a lot of good content in here. There's a whole library, 7-day money back guarantee. So definitely go check this out if you're learning to trade. Mark is a lead technical market technician, giving you the education you need to understand how to do market technical analysis. So definitely check that out if you're interested in that. And we're going to be building out a lot more data. We have some short interest scanner coming out, and a number of other pages. Working on a new crypto page. Just like there's a lot of details to get right. It's been a fast-growing organization, and we're finally starting to spend some time to just like figure out a lot of our long-standing issues now that we have some time to take a step back and think about it a little more. Guys, new crypto page will be launching. Come here and find cryptos. Nice, fun Moon or Bust game if you want to vote on whether or not your favorite token is going to moon or bust. Come here and vote on it. Fun little game. And yeah, that's probably it. Let's see what else we got here for questions. Surreal says, I find it difficult to buy a new token indexable even after connecting my BNB from Trust Wallet. I find it difficult to buy a new token index. I guess what is we have, let me see, I think we have this might, I'm not sure exactly what you'd be tripping up on, but we have this course DeFi 101. That's the right URL. Yeah. I think the YouTube videos might be broken on here. Oh, no, there it is. Cool. So how to use Uniswap and MetaMask. So Logan here does an amazing job creating different content for us, and he shows you how to use Uniswap. So if that's where you're stuck at, this is a good video to watch. You can go to benzinga.com/money/DeFi101. If you have a more specific question, you said connecting BNB though. Good. Even after connecting my BNB from Trust Wallet. Yeah, if you're struggling with like signing, maybe you're struggling with signing the request. I'm not sure exactly what your specific issue is. Maybe it's probably something with how you need to sign the request when you're using. I haven't done it yet, but I know there's a way to link. Let's see here. I haven't done it yet, but I know there's a way to do it. There's a way to connect your hardware wallet to your MetaMask account or your MetaMask application to be able to sign the transactions with that wallet, allowing you a little bit more security. Because right now it's like, I just click that. It's just a lot more secure not to hold your private keys on your computer that has access to the internet. So it's a little bit more secure to use something like Trust Wallet. And so maybe you're just having difficulties signing it. I'm not sure exactly. I haven't gone through that, honestly, so I'm not going to be able to probably help you. Let's see. Campin Panda, I signed up for ZingerNation now. On the app. Looks nice. Thanks, Campin. Yeah, I did a decent amount of work trying to make it look clean, make a good user experience, and we are going to be spending a considerable amount of more time here in the coming months, continuing to improve the app with adding more calendar data, getting user profiles, adding things like this trading story thing that I just talked about, to get more interesting content for people to read and understand the market. Like I think there could be a lot of like interesting perspectives and information that people can contribute in like the EV market, cannabis market, biotech market, or anything that people have a specific knowledge base on, commodities markets, just different things to help people find information, because there's so much information flowing, and a lot of news outlets cover what's hot, right? So I think we as Zinger Nation can find opportunities, hidden opportunities that we can share and put out there, put the information out there, research out there, so people can gain a new perspective, maybe look at market opportunities to make those investments and get the financial freedom that we all deserve. Yeah, Logan does a lot of great videos. If you haven't seen it, Moon or Bust, great content. I haven't been able to keep up on it because I've been working ridiculous hours trying to figure out and solve the various challenges that we have. But I will eventually go back and navigate through these, or watch some of these episodes. But if you go over to playlists here, and let's see. Oops. our cannabis hour. It's probably in alphabetical order. Is it not in alphabetical order? That makes it hard. We got to find a better way to organize this. I bet there's a better way to organize this. So I'll talk to our teams to see if there's a way that we can organize this in a way that makes it a little bit easier to browse, because it's just a lot. We publish a lot of content, a lot of video content, a lot of news content. I'll just go here. We actually have a landing page for this. So you watch the Mooner Bus show. Here's the podcast. We have another landing page. Here it is. So you come here, Logan, Ryan, Brian. They have a lot of interesting content. There's like some, if you want to go back in time here. Let's see if it linked out. No, it didn't link out. But if you find here in Mooner Buzz, I'm just gonna find it real quick. I can find it. There it is. We're pretty knowledgeable and stuff. Like, yeah, Squid Game token scam. Like, we were calling it a scam beforehand. These guys do a really good job. Like, they're pretty well into the space now. They know the various games that a lot of these new tokens play, and there's various incentives on how these tokens function at a smart contract level that change how the incentive mechanisms work for people. So they do a good job researching and understanding the actual incentive mechanisms of these projects. And for example, like the Squid token project, you could buy it, but you couldn't really sell it. I'm not sure the specifics of it. I haven't paid attention to all the details, but definitely a scam or a fun suicidal game to participate in with your money. But yeah, we had some fun content about Shiba and Doge, Floki, all types of stuff. And if you scroll back a ways, I think there's some really good content in here if you scroll back a ways. We did one with the Tendermint CEO, who was like a former leader on the Cosmos network. And they lead up building the ICD protocol, and they help build out like Starport as well as the Gravity Dex for Cosmos. That was a really good interview. There's a bunch of other really good interviews in here. So I definitely recommend checking out Mooner Bust if you're interested in crypto. We have a lot of content that a lot of other crypto channels just don't have. So check it out. Sujit, we are not listing on exchanges in any near future. And I know there is no price of Zing. I currently hold all of the Zing in my MetaMask wallet, which is now not accessible on this browser. It is in this one. Billion Zing in my wallet. We are using a database to centrally hold your claim to Zing. And we will provide ways for you to use your Zing before you can even hold it in a wallet. We will also eventually have a wallet to hold it, but it costs probably, I don't know what the gas fees are right now. I'm not going to look it up, but gas fees are probably anywhere from $3 to $5, and we can't pay $3 to $5 for people to get their Zing. There's probably a way to like roll it up into one that I think some people have been using. I haven't learned that yet, but it's not our priority right now. Like the Zing is there in terms of we're gonna mint more once we have enough claims out there. We're also doing it a way where we're not allowing people to scam it. Not your keys, not your crypto, guys. This is an educational experience with Zing. And we will eventually offer here shortly, hopefully sooner rather than later, ways for you to spend Zing on either premium content, premium tools. We have an amazing product called pro.benzinga.com, which allows you to basically browse through market data and engage with our chat and our audience, see your watch list. There's a whole bunch of different tools. So news feed, you can filter out with this advanced news feed to different news. We got movers, you can filter through how stocks are moving. Got a calendar of various like market data based on calendar dates. Quote details if you want to dive into a specific quote. Squawk if you want to hear people talking about live updates going on in the market. screener to just like screen through a bunch of data. So it's a pretty powerful tool for retail traders. So that's something we haven't integrated Zing into it yet, but we will eventually find some way to do it. We have trade ideas actually coming to Pro here soon, so we're going to work through some of the details before we launch into production, but that'll be a way for our community to continue to create great trade ideas that we can share with Zinger Nation and continue to find opportunities. Glad you got your Zing more than cinematic. Writing from Nigeria. Welcome from Nigeria, Cyril. How can you claim your Zing for participating in this live video? That's actually something I thought about doing, where I have a link that's active only while this video is going and available through the video as a marketing tactic for getting people to watch the video. Something that I probably will experiment with at some point. It's just something I have not found the time to do, but something potentially for the future. I think it could be an interesting game to play. Might just result in really short view times though, which could be bad for our participation. All right, anyone got any other questions? I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. Let me look at my yeah, I mean, we're going to be working hard through the weekend, just cleaning up some stuff. I think this verified trade ideas is something that's going to come very soon. My hope is to get it out before next week, so that way we can start getting the good trade ideas flowing. We're definitely going to work through the spam first. That's going to be one of our top priorities, to just clean that up and prevent it from happening in the first place. And then get back to building better products. All right, guys. Thanks for hopping on the call. I'm going to try to do this, or hopping on the show, or whatever you want to call it. Late night building at Benzinga. My name's John. Thanks for being here. I'm definitely going to try to do this more frequently. I went too long this last time. But thanks again. Reach out to me, john@benzinga.com, if you have any questions. Other than that, have a good night. Yeah, refer your friends too. That's a good thing for you guys to do before next time. Maybe we'll have a referral competition at some point. All right. Have a good night, guys. If it's night where you are. All right. Take care.